2016 is down to but a few days left, and with 2017 rapidly gaining on the horizon and copies of No Man's Sky being covered in salt, I thought I'd share my picks for game titles that I'm most excited for this year. So without further ado, here are my top 5 picks for upcoming games in 2017, in ascending order. Sneaking its way into number 5 is For Honor, and while this certainly isn't at the top of my list, it's one that I'm very much interested in. I'm a huge history buff and can always appreciate a good hack and slash, and For Honor combines both elements into a PvP competitive experience that looks pretty interesting to say the least. Ubisoft Montreal is certainly trying something new here, and that takes a good bit of courage in this industry. The gameplay itself looks incredibly fun, and I can only hope it incorporates some sort of progression system that motivates me to continue playing. I feel like modern competitive multiplayer games need some sort of progression system to encourage players, and I haven't heard Ubisoft mention one yet. But that aside, For Honor is certainly a title that I'm excited for, and it releases Valentine's Day of 2017. Next is Sea of Thieves, and this one particularly caught my eye. Sea of Thieves, or SOT as I like to call it, is a multiplayer open-world sandbox that takes place in, well, the sea, and allows players to team up, crewing their own battleships and exploring their oceans and islands nearby. Different crews of different battleships can also encounter each other and attempt to sink one another in combat that looks utterly hilarious and fun. I'm assuming after you kill another player or sink their vessel, you can loot it, otherwise you're just a bit of a jackass, but SOT is certainly a title that looks entertaining and definitely has piqued my interest. It's available for Xbox One and PC, set to release in 2017, with no specific date given yet. Finally, game piracy we can all enjoy. Shut up, I know that was cheesy. Third on the list is a PS4 exclusive. I figured since I threw in an Xbox One PC exclusive, it was only fair. Now, Horizon Zero Dawn looks just breathtaking. The visuals look absolutely gorgeous, and judging by the trailers, the story will match that equally. Set in the very distant future, after all that remains of mankind are distant, primitive enclaves, pushed back by some sort of mechanized opponent, presumably developed by Elon Musk. Horizon Zero Dawn tells the tale of one of these primitive peoples out to find answers. From the gameplay we have seen / what we've heard, we can expect a bit of a blend between The Last of Us and RPG elements. I don't know how they do it, but Sony exclusives always tell remarkable stories, and I highly doubt this will be any exception. Coming in as a runner-up is one title that I have no doubt hundreds of my hours will be sunken into, and that is Red Dead Redemption 2. The trailer did not show us much, other than a gorgeous landscape, but if it is anything like its predecessor, this will undoubtedly be something to remember. The first Red Dead Redemption was able to have an astounding story, with so many interesting characters that the game got me to care about, and the actual gameplay itself was insanely enjoyable. The open-world Western formula had never really been done before by a game, but Rockstar nailed it. Of course, judging by the past successes with GTA 5, I fully expect Rockstar to go all out in multiplayer in a way we haven't seen before, making Red Dead's multiplayer even more complex and customizable than the original. And I want to see how this plays out, like will we have stables instead of garages? I don't know. Of course, the title Red Dead Redemption 2 also suggests that the story will play off of the originals. Perhaps this will be a prequel to John Marston's tale, or maybe his son will get into some trouble. Either way, I am stoked about almost every aspect of this game. And finally, the title that I'm most enthusiastic about coming in 2017 is not exactly a mainstream one. In fact, there's a pretty good chance you won't even recognize the name. But I digress, I'm still pumped for this game, as much as I was for Fallout 4, if not even a little bit more. And it's certainly going to appeal to you guys who really watch the channel for the Bethesda content. And that game is Kingdom Come Deliverance. Being an open-world RPG set in medieval Europe at the beginning of the 15th century, KCD prioritizes realism, ditching the magic and dragons to emphasize a more realistic world. The game includes a main quest line and side quests, but like Bethesda titles, also values the freedom of choice and allows its players to entertain interactive dialogue and have a decision in the way they pursue their quests and build their character. The game also includes a very well-developed Radiant AI system, but also a plethora of minigames and other things to keep yourself distracted. You can become a monk, a tournament fighter, make weird medicine things, and a lot more. Also, within the main storyline, there are massive battles and castle sieges. Altogether, this game just looks really cool. Kingdom Come Deliverance will be releasing sometime in 2017 on all platforms at the same date. And there you have it, guys, the titles that I'm most looking forward to coming out in 2017. Altogether, at least from my perspective, 2017 is looking to be a really big year for gaming, and I'm super excited. Of course, you have other honorable mentions like Resident Evil 6, which is finally returning to a more horror-ish Resident Evil 4-oriented appeal, and just so much more coming out. I'm really excited for 2017, but these were the games that I'm most excited about. Anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like down below, dislike if you did not like the video, and I hope to see you all in my next one. Peace out, everybody.